I was diagnosed with cancer in February 2024. I didn't believe it. When we came for the second opinion, a Fred told us about a program that is running here. Through that Fred from this place, we got to hear of CRU, and that is how I ended up here. My experience with CRU since I came has been great. They have walked the journey with me. That has been quite difficult. I was in a lot of pain. We dealt with pain. I'm no longer in pain. During the treatment time, it was the best.
When I first came to CRU, it seemed a little bit different in the sense that it's not crowded, so it made me feel at ease a lot, especially from the reception end. So the journey was easy. Of course, the regular checkups to identify what exactly the treatment journey will be like. It was a place that I always looked forward to coming. You know, you can imagine someone looking forward to coming for drugs.
So I decided in 2020 to leave the United States, where I did most of my training and my work, to come to AKU Nairobi to establish a cancer center, a department of hematology oncology, and a clinical research unit, which is where you are today. You know, you always are ambitious when you come to a new place, you want to conquer. So we thought we would do research. We thought we would do phase 3 trials. I'd done it all my life. I never thought we'd have a phase 1 trial first in human, but we got a phase 1 trial first in human in Africa, the only site in Africa that did a study. We got tocilizumab. We experimented and published a paper on using low-dose radiotherapy for COVID. Wow, we published that as well. Ultimately, both the education and research should serve our patients.
The tool that we use to measure success is how many patients at the end of the day feel better than they came. Some patients come here with a very poor clinical presentation, and after some few months of treatment, you find that these patients are actually back on their feet doing their normal work.
The young patient who had breast cancer that had been ignored for many months, had been to 6 different doctors, comes to us, is eligible for a clinical trial, has a specific target on a breast cancer tumor for which we have an antibody that blocks that target. That combination of chemotherapy plus the anti-target monoclonal antibody results in a dramatic response. Today we have 11 faculty members, hematology, oncology, radiation therapy, palliative care, and psychosocial oncology. We established a fellowship in hematology, a fellowship in oncology, a clinical investigator training program. That is our contribution to educating the next generation of oncologists and clinical investigators.
The clinical investigator training program, it's important in a way that it helps to shape the future cancer treatment and other clinical trials in East Africa and Africa as a whole.
What drives us? I think the seek of new knowledge, the search for new knowledge that applies to our patients, because one day we or our loved ones may be faced with this big C or another disorder. We're hoping that our contribution will help us in many ways, but also our loved ones. So in some ways, it is self-fulfilling because we are preparing to have better drugs for our patients.